Ivan Bahrianyi was born in 1906 in Ochtyrka, Kharkiv Governorate, Russian Empire. In his childhood, he became a witness of grandiose political events, the First World War, the Ukrainian War of Independence, and finally, the Soviet invasion. I was just a 10-year-old boy when the Bolsheviks invaded my mind as a bloody nightmare, appearing as the executioners of my people. This was in 1920. At the time, I lived with my grandfather in a village on a beekeeping farm. My grandfather was 92 years old and had lost an arm. Then, one evening, some armed man speaking a foreign language came. Right in front of my eyes and those of my cousins, they tortured him to death while we screamed in terror. They also killed one of his sons, my uncle. They killed my grandfather because he was a wealthy Ukrainian farmer and opposed the commune. They killed my uncle because during the national liberation struggle of 1917 and 18, he was a soldier in the Ukrainian National Republic Army. Ivan Bahrianyi wrote in his pamphlet, "Why I'm Not Going Back to the Soviet Union."
Ivan Bahrianyi was a member of Mars. His work was mercilessly criticized for their principled Ukrainian position. His poem Ave Marie was banned by the censors, and his historical novel in verse Skelka was accused for conducting counter-revolutionary agitation. Later, in 1932, he was arrested for the first time. He tried to escape but was caught, and his sentence was extended for 3 years. In 1938, he was arrested for the second time, this time for participation in national counter-revolutionary organization. After 2 years spent in prison, 83 of which he spent on death row, he was released in the fall of 1994 with his lungs and kidneys beaten out. Nevertheless, the market of Soviet government didn't stop him, and he continued to create his masterpiece after settling in Ochtyrka, Sumy region.
His political stance was shaped not only by historical events, but also through his personal experience of repression, immigration, and tortures. Drawing on his experience, Ivan Bahrianyi authored several notable works, including The Tiger Trappers, The Gethsemane Garden, Ave Maria, Running Over a Cliff, and others. The pamphlet Why I Don't Want to Return to the Soviet Union was written in 1946 during his immigration. It was a response to the deceitful appeals of Soviet propaganda and the shameless action of Western governments that facilitated the forced repatriation of refugees to the Soviet Union straight into the concentration camp. He logically exposed the systemic nature of immigration from the Soviet Union, a regime that committed genocide against its own people.
After World War II, he could not return to Soviet Ukraine because of political danger. The Soviet authorities considered him an enemy due to his strong anti-communist views. In 1945, he stayed in West Germany. While living abroad, Bahrianyi kept writing novels, poems, and political articles. In 1948, he founded the Ukrainian Revolutionary Democratic Party, which promoted democracy, freedom, and independence for Ukraine. His works were widely read among Ukrainians living outside the Soviet Union. Through his writing and activism, he inspired many people and became a symbol of resistance against Soviet oppression.